Why don't more men pee sitting down when going to the bathroom during the night? I personally sit down when at home, but then I also tend to be the one who does the bathroom cleaning chores. After doing that for a while you realize just how much and how far pee splashback goes. How would you possibly know the proportion of men who sit down when suing the bathroom at night? I almost always piss sitting down unless there's a proper urinal. Once you regularly clean a bathroom where you other men piss, you'll quickly realize how sitting produces zero mess. And at my age, it's just the most effective way to get empty. Also, you're supposed to sit on it facing the back. So you have a little desk to put your chocolate milk and coloring book. Why? What happens to men in your household during night? I sit down during the night because I can TP with the light out without putting a mess, and I don't want to get blinded by light. Personally, I don't feel like my bladder empties as well when sitting. Every time I drop the kiddies off at the pool, there is always a little bit of pee left to come out when I stand up after wiping. I'm guessing that some lower abdominal muscles are tighter when I sit. Dick touches toilet pan. Bad knees in old age make standing back up again painful. Especially in the middle of the night. Because having to tuck my dick between my legs to aim into the bowl is very uncomfortable and a freezing cold toilet seat. I wonder why more men don't sit down to pee all the time, and I wonder even more why carpet has always been so popular in bathrooms given that no man has a 100 hit rate. I honestly do not know, I always sit down. My honest answer: on most toilets my member would hit the inside of the bowl unless I put toilet paper or baby wipe in between me and the inside of the bowl. Because of that, it's more effort than it's worth unless I'm taking a dump too. Edit, baby wipe. Fear of something being in the toilet that would crawl up my butt kept me from sitting at night when I was a kid. I'd read a story about a toilet piranha and played an alien flash game where you made the alien kill someone that way. Less effort to just take it out and go. Plus it's cold to take your pants down and sit on a cold seat. I pee into the sink. Because I have to push with my hand to point the dick downwards between my legs, and then I can't shake without it flopping and touching the porcelain. In fact, that is a problem with a lot of toilet seat, they don't have a place for the dong. Sit just slightly forward and your penis will touch the porcelain, inside the toilet bowl. They are just not designed for males doing one while sitting. Because there's no need to? No clue. Why don't more women put the lid down after they finish? Life is full of mysteries. It'd be harder to get it in the bowl if I was sat on the floor. I'd get pee everywhere. That's stupid. Because the seat is cold and we don't want to get that cold touch if we're still planning on coming back to bed. Because when I sit down my junk likes to touch the rim and I also end up pissing on my balls as well, which is annoying. I won't get back up for a while cause I'm probably half asleep. I do it all the time except when I go to public restrooms. I used to, got hemorrhoids, doctor said to limit my time sitting so as to not get more or make them worse. Standing is more convenient. My doc hates the toilet bowl. That's why. All the men in my home sit. I purchased a black light once and showed them their aim. That was all that was needed. How do you know how many men sit down to pee? I'm a proud sink pisser. Why do you ask this as if you have spoke to every man alive? Because I can see fun and am not that bad at aiming like everyone else is apparently. Like, it's not that hard to piss in a bowl, guys. If I dribble a little on the edge then I clean it up. Takes 1.5 seconds. Personally, if I get up to go to the toilet in the middle of the night I can do it mostly half asleep and then get back to sleep quicker when I go back to bed. Sitting down would cause a cold shock to the system and I'd be fully awake. I always piss while standing. Feels 10x more relieving, and your dick won't accidentally touch the toilet. Can people not aim or something? Why is everyone talking about pissing all over the toilet now? Sure, rarely you get those split streams. But then just quickly clean up with toilet paper after? Takes 5 seconds. I've cleaned so many bathrooms, never had issues like people are claiming here. Sitting down is more comfortable at home and vice versa when outside. I never do, but just this year I realized how many of my buddies do. My house has smaller toilets, so I don't want my junk to touch the inside of lid or piss through the seat. However, I totally understand the move to do it that way. I usually hold onto the towel rack half asleep and miss the toilet and have to then clean it up mid-sleep. My husband doesn't like his dicks touching the bowl. I do. The only time I pee standing up is when I'm not at home. As a guy, I always pee sitting down so I can look at my phone. As a plumber, I have some top secret inside trade information I'm going to let you all in on. Toilets are seats to sit on. Urinals are for standing up. So papa squat no matter what, my homies, it's how it was designed to work. A lot of men saying that they don't do it because they're lazy. But what gets me is that I do it exactly because I'm lazy. Don't have to turn on the lights, don't have to aim so you can be sleepy, high or drunk AF, don't have to pay attention, you can rest all your weight. Don't have to, sink is standing height. I already got up, I'm not managing that a second time. I always sit down, so no idea who does this. I do, I'm not sure why others don't, it seems better. I pee sitting down to get in touch with my feminine side, and I take a shit in the urinal to get in touch with my masculine side. Come on, New Orleans. More to the point, why do y'all not just turn the light on? I'm not anywhere near in the right headspace to aim at night, so I don't think twice about it. And yet, I'm made fun of when I bring it up like it's some kind of emasculating quality. LPT, piss in the sink during the night, it is the way. Why? You can turn on the light. Why would you do that? I see no advantage. What I do in my bathroom is none of your business. Also, women's stalls are 10x more nasty. You can ask anyone who ever cleaned toilets for a living. Because someone left the toilet seat up. I just turn on the light if I use the bathroom at night. I like to do a handstand and left it trickle down. I have a zero gauge Prince Albert. I always have to sit to pee because it comes out into uncontrollable streams. For me, it's because I'm worried that a sit down wee could so easily turn into a poo, and I don't have the energy for that at night. Is it just me, or whenever I have a sit down pee I always need to stand up to finish off? Happens every time I have a number 2 also. I stand, because I always stand. There doesn't seem to be any benefit to sitting, and overall it seems easier to just whip it out than otherwise. Because you clean the toilet. Why would I sit down to urinate? I clean the toilet 90 of the time, it's no biggie. In our house both the toilet seat lid are always down. In any house I always pee sitting down. Just far more sanitary. Because I got tired of having my stuff skim the water, it's an issue for some of us. I began sitting down once I became the cleaner of the bathroom. I sit down at home every time. It's way better, no mess, no need to aim, and some say it's healthier that way. Win. But I usually sit down, can't get yelled at for pee or leaving the seat up. Also zero chance of dropping something in the toilet. 2 reasons. Because the toilet seat is cold and it wakes me up. I hate how cold the seat is even during the daytime. Also, my dick reach all the way down the toilet, and touching the toilet with your dick feels disgusting. Because I'm old, and my knees don't like bending and unbending. Bad knees, low toilet pain. If it's the middle of the night I'll definitely fall asleep on the toilet if I sit down. Once I got a bidet with a heated seat, I saw no reason to stand. I stand when I poop. Sitting down would result in getting up. I'm a busy man. Because I don't want to feel a cold toilet seat on my ass to wake me more up than I already am. At night I definitely sit down. I ain't gonna kill my night sight just to pee. I'm lazy, I sit. Less cleaning and less effort. Also, the occasional thought it was just a number 1 but a number 2 snuck in is already taken care of. I really only stand in public restrooms. Because cold seats lol. Lol, just read this as I was sitting down to pee. How many men have you watched pee at night? It's a lot easier to just whip it out than pull your pants down and sit. Men are inherently lazy. I do. I even use toilet paper to wipe my man tip. I might pee sitting down in the morning due to morning wood. Is this 'cause you read my post about my kitten? Lamau. I do, but I live alone and I don't want to get extra job cleaning the toilet, or if I have visits I don't want pee smell in the bathroom. Why would I sit up to pee at night? I sit down whenever possible. I pee sitting down 100 at home. I am on my feet all day at work, so why not take a brief sit? I also have a wife and 2 daughters, so I'm sure they don't want to hear my pee. So laziness and consideration. We do. I always pee sitting down, so does my son. But this is very common in Germany. I do it because I don't want to be blinded by the bathroom light. I know exactly where my toilet is, don't need to see it. We do sometimes. But sometimes the seat is cold. So, it's a tough decision. I don't like to pee sitting down because I don't like to touch the toilet since I don't like the germs and bacteria on it. Don't lump all of us together. I always pee sitting down, especially in the urinal. My huge penis always falls in the toilet water. They would rather clean piss their whole life than damage their masculinity by sitting down to go pee. Source: a man who sits. I always sit at home. How else can I read Reddit? I sit down all the time. Always have. Dunno why it's seen as so weird. I sit down when I'm not at a public place. Less messy. I sit down every single time, unless I'm outside. If I have to clean the toilet beforehand, so be it. I started this more than a decade ago, when I realized how much piss can splash on surrounding objects, such as friends' belongings, bathroom cabinets or accessories, and myself, shoes, pants, for example. I want to be kind to myself and others, and the less of a mess I make, the better.